Hey guys, I'm the Fact Freak and welcome to today's video all about these two. Now Elphaba, who you probably know, has served a cease and desist letter to Mamaz, threatening legal action. Now Elphaba claims that Mamaz has said defamatory and horrible things about her, which there is no evidence or proof of. Now what we're going to do in this video is we're going to look and see if that's actually true, proving quite literally that if this was to be taken any further, it would be a complete waste of time. Let's get into it. Before we move any further with the video, just a quick reminder that if you are subscribed here, which is free, if you click on that subscribe button and you select that all, you'll get a notification whenever a video goes live over here. Don't forget, we always drop a video 8 o'clock every Saturday and 8 o'clock every Tuesday. Let's get on with it.
Boxing match. Is that a threat, Mamaz?
Gargamel, send this to your solicitor, darling. Alexa, play. Forget General G and Modine Han. Mamaz versus Gargamel. I think it's one we'd all love to watch.
Well, it's clear what Mamaz thinks of this letter and how she would like to solve it. What do you guys think in the comments? Tell me, would you like to see Mamaz and Elphaba have a grudge match? A TikTok Royal Rumble? Anyway, let's get into the letter. Now, the letter is dated the 26th of July 2023. It is addressed to Dear Mamaz. Very official. I mean, you would have thought it would have, her actual legal name. Most solicitors would track that down to address and obviously want recorded and evidence that it had been received by the recipient. Anyway, here we go. We act for Elphaba Doherty, our client, primary commercial activity as a TikToker, creating content for TikTok. Content. Let's have a look at some of the content.
Shave my face.
Defying gravity. No, not today.
Are you alright? Clearly that's what she thinks content is. Let's get back to the document. Get up. So it moves on to say, we are writing to you in relation to recent allegations made by you on TikTok publicly regarding our TikTok client personally. In particular, it has come to our client's attention that you have been making allegations about our client online via social media, and more specifically TikTok, to third parties who are potential admirers of the content creation activities or other individuals involved in our client's industry that know of our client and the content creation activity. Did anybody read this before they sent it out? These statements are phrased below as follows and rebutted in bold. They use bold. My goodness. Now these are the things we're going to look at and try and break down. So let's move on to the first one. Our client is and I can't say that word on here, and it at time exposed herself to, our client has never displayed any behaviours like that. Let's have a look. Now, of course, I'll just remind everyone, and this was covered in my first deep dive on Elphaba, that these messages were sent by her to a group chat that included children as young as 10 years old. Now, Elphaba went live on TikTok and tried to defend this and said, oh, well, it was this, that and the other. Didn't deny that these things took place. There was also voice notes in this chat that were extremely concerning, and I'm going to play at least one of them for you now. Now, remember that when this chat was happening, as you can see by the dates, this was in 2020, when Elphaba did not have a following. So if they're going to use the rebuttal that this was AI generated at the time, well, there was no interest in doing that. Also, the technology hadn't moved that far on as it is today.
I genuinely thought you were allowed to do it because I saw other people doing it and I was like, they weren't banned for it, so I was like, why not try it? I got banned for just touching my crotch. I didn't actually show it, but okay.
So as you can see with voice notes like that, I think Mamaz has the right to think that those actions could be predatory and label her in a way with that sort of thing. So it's not like a wild accusation that's come out of nowhere. It's because of things like that being exposed and shown across social media, and there are many more examples. So let's move on to point 2. Our client displays unhygienic behaviour, such as not washing for up to 3 weeks, not changing clothes, and having an unpleasant body odour. Our client denies this. She is in the public eye and takes time over both her personal and appearance. Now, we're going to have a look and see if there's any evidence that contradicts that, if Mamaz did indeed say those things. Now, it's worth mentioning, to find this clip, all you had to do was go over to TikTok and type in Elphaba hygiene, and this is the top clip. It has 47,000 likes, 500 plus comments, and over 2,000 people have favorited and saved this video. So the likelihood of Mamaz seeing videos like this that then leads her to make comments about hygiene is very likely. But anyway, I've not seen this video, so let's have a listen.
There was a wet patch on my behind. That was from the ride in the theme park. It was called the Velula. It's like a ghost train, not ghost train. It's like a water ghost train. And you know, you get in Blackpool, you get heavily wet on that ride, right? And it's like a massive water ride.
The seats vibrate.
And you go on a boat. I just came off that, and that's when I went up first after that. So that's why I was like that.
Not really a clip that goes into hygiene much. Let's keep going.
Can you tack? The thing is, I don't have any equipment to tack. No, not even tape. And if I was to tack, it would cause me to have a flare up downstairs. This is what people don't understand. So, you know, my subscribers will understand because you're real people. But people who are transphobic won't listen to this. But I have a skin condition, right? Downstairs as well.
Now, I don't know whether necessarily having a skin condition downstairs is a hygiene issue. I don't know what her skin condition is and how it gets diagnosed or in fact takes place, but let's keep going.
Okay, I'll show you.
Improvement.
Right.
Why didn't you just fucking have a shower?
Well, I had one. Yeah,
I know, I just haven't got shampoo.
That did sound like you were going to say I had one the other day.
I'm done, just got shampoo again.
I had one. That's added on to the bullying now. Thank you,
It's not bullying though, is it? She's just telling you to have a wash.
This is
Ouch.
my back. That's why I've
I
got
say I don't know whether this is necessarily a sign of bad hygiene though.
to live with.
What about hairspray? Do you own any? Don't really own any.
Scent spray.
Oh. Will it work?
Yeah.
Once again, not necessarily about
I
hygiene.
love that.
Oh,
Try it to British. Try it to
God, we've hit the mother load.
Tilbury. Bless.
Of course, things like this are going to make people say that she clearly has bad hygiene.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Thank you for saying that.
The thing about this is cute.
And all these say bless.
God. typing in hygiene and Elphaba and scrolling really is a dangerous activity. I don't recommend it.
You know,
Next
it's like
one.
all here. And people say, you don't wash, you don't do this and that. I literally had a bath last night. You can't let you know I had a massive shit today. So that was soap. Fucking shut myself. But I squeezed it.
Did she just say she... Well, that's definitely not hygienic.
And not white stuff, yellow stuff came out. I've had... Do you want to lick at my nails? Clean? It's like my hygiene has been so much better since I've noticed something.
When you see hygiene has been so much better, that suggests that it wasn't good at one point and you've improved upon it. So yeah, let's get back to the document. So as we move back to the document, obviously I will highlight again that obviously from the clips we've just seen, and there are many more available, but I just wouldn't put you guys through it, Mamaz and anybody else would be justified in saying that they believe that Elphaba has bad hygiene. So when there's evidence like that, strong evidence that can be put in front of a judge, something like this would be dismissed incredibly quickly. Now we're going to move on to the third part here, which has got to be one of my favourite parts of this whole document. Intimidated our client as a witch-like personality with remarks such as flying me back on your effing broomstick, all right. Our client concedes that she doesn't get along with everyone, that's an understatement, but that when she meets people, she does conduct herself in a civil manner. Do you? Now, some of you may have seen this video. Somebody part of Team Elphaba Exposed, big up, decided to just basically shout it at Elphaba, you know, Elphaba Exposed, whatever. Elphaba reacted by not ignoring that person, not leaving the area, no, by chasing down that person. I mean, let's just watch.
Police, Team Exposed. Yeah, come on. What's wrong, babe? Sorry, she's harassing me, so, you know.
You're the one chasing her.
Thank you. She's stalking me online, babe. That's what's happening. So you better go, and I'll get you involved with the police. Half.
That would be that civil, was it? She always conducts herself in a civil manner.
I'm so sorry. I just have to deal with so much crap. Okay. Try me a bit. We'll have all the tea.
And there are more examples to back up that Elphaba doesn't always conduct herself in a civil manner.
Thank you so much for your support. How are you doing? All right?
Absolutely
Hello.
not. Sorry.
No, I'm not.
Absolutely
Go away.
not. Absolutely
Yeah, no,
not.
I'm not
Fuck off.
interested.
Literally.
We deserve to live our life. Put this on the internet. I don't give a f***. I'm a drunk bitch.
So as we've seen, there are multiple examples that Elphaba does not always act in a civilised manner. I mean, it's up for interpretation whether this is civilised. Now, obviously, this legal document, as most of you will know, is being generated and sent from a website anyway and has literally no legal standing. But in the UK, cease and desist is as good as a polite letter asking you, please will you stop before I have to get solicitors involved. But anyway, let's move on to page 2 and continue to break down this document. Now, as we move on to page 2, obviously it says that the statements are false. And objectively, the statements bring our client into dispute. The statements have also been published via digital medium and so constitute liable. Some of these statements accuse our client of civil legality or criminal activity and are so practical. I mean, this is just ridiculous. As we've seen, these statements are not false and they are warranted based on the actions that Elphaba takes online. There'd be multiple forms of evidence that Mamaz could put to anybody. Now it also says the statements are very likely to cause damage and reputation of our client. Now your client doesn't really have a good reputation, and that's why people like Mamaz say the things that they do about her. So this is insane. Our client believes that your effort to divert followers away from our client may have already cost our client a significant amount of lost revenue. Couldn't be your own actions, Elphaba, could it? If a claim were to be issued, these losses would be... I mean, there's no way that they could do the maths on that. That's just... it ain't mathin'. In addition, the statements have caused our clients significant emotional distress.
I have so much hate and people picking on me and I never fit in anyone. I have no friends. I'm just...
Well, she definitely looks upset. My heart absolutely bleeds for her. No. Now, obviously, the rest of this document is mainly just threats of legal action, which I'm not going to go over. But I think we can all agree that what Mamaz has highlighted isn't unjustified, and that these are things that hundreds of people have also pointed out about Elphaba. Even creators on here on YouTube have done multiple videos covering the same topics. This has been an absolute fail for Elphaba and another example of why she's such a wrong'un. Now, if you enjoyed the video, guys, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push out the video. And don't forget to tell us in the comment section what you think of Elphaba, what you think of the legal documents, what did you think of this breakdown. Don't forget, we have videos every Tuesday and Saturday, 8 PM. Peace.